Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 14th episode of Season 2 of Monster Mates, you degenerates.
Degenerates, all of you.
Spencer,
Yes.
please choose a number between 1 and 131.
I'm gonna pick number 53.
53. Okay, this is getting... Okay. So...
Oh, did you add something else?
No, I didn't
Oh.
add something else. This is... Okay, I'm going to say the Japanese name first. Karakasa Obake, or what could be commonly known as the Umbrella Girl.
Okay.
Let
I'm just
me-
imagining an umbrella with tits. It's like the sword with tits, but umbrella with tits. That's all I'm imagining.
Something like that. Hold on. Something like that. So
All right,
before we get into
Oh
this...
my god, the ooh.
Oh, yeah, before we get into this, I'm gonna probably give this probably a 7 out of 10.
I don't know anything about it. I know literally nothing about it.
You have a picture to base your initial rating on.
Alright. Based off the picture, I'll give this like a 6.
Okay.
I just see long tongue, and I like, and just like, yeah, all right, big
Yeah.
long tongue.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So, the Karakasa Obake are a race with the form of a large umbrella that were once tools used by humans. They became monsters after gaining life and sentience from absorbing enough demonic energy over time.
So much demonic
Kara-
energy.
A lot. The Karakasa Obake are referred to as Sukumogame, a type of monster that used to be tools but gained a life of their own. They have a strong desire to be used by the human males who own them regardless of how they were treated. Those who were handled with care or were crudely and thrown away have an equal chance of becoming Tsukumo Ogame, or Ogami, and seek to be with their owner. As their original form and purpose was mainly for use on rainy days, the strong desire to serve their owners changed their bodies into that of beautiful young women so that they may be more useful in many different situations. They believe that every part of their bodies is to be used in service of their owner as pleasing them is the greatest joy that they can receive. Even if the stimulation they receive is only sight, to the Karakasa Obake, it is magnified greatly, often surprising their owner at the responses they give in return.
Oh.
Beneath their umbrella canopy, there's an organ similar to a giant tongue, which will often use when they think of servicing their owner, using it to seize and draw him close. A lubricating fluid that increases the responses to stimulation is secreted from the tongue. By licking their owner and their own body, they generate even deeper pleasure, further pleasing themselves and their owner. Once the Karakasa Obake closes her umbrella, it will repel not just rain, but even swords and magic, creating a world just for her and her owner that bars all intrusion.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
In that confined space, with two bodies glued together, the only thing one would be able to see is the alluring body of the Karakasa Obake, and the only thing one could do in response is to give in to desire and use them. From repeatedly using them, the owner would become a prisoner of the pleasure they can bring, just as the Karakasa Obake's desires. The owner will then end up being in the same umbrella with them repeatedly, continuously using them relentlessly. To the Karakasa Obake and their owners, every day will become full of happiness and ecstasy, a routine that will become difficult to change. Although they no longer have any relation to the weather, their bodies still recognize rainy days as days when they can be used, causing them to strongly throb with desire. Those who become Sukumogami, after being handled with care, repay their owner's kindness with more than sexual favors. They often devotedly provide other services by taking care of his daily needs. The Karakasa Obake, who were treated poorly, have the same devoted personality, but attack men more frequently out of fear of being neglected, often attacking their owner with such frequency that it becomes a pathological psychosis.
Oh.
They easily get lonely when they feel their owner is not using them often enough and will seek and capture them within their umbrella, locking them both in a world of their own.
Yo, I like this.
This is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
I the I just dude, underneath the umbrella, is it just like a giant mouth?
I mean, okay, In a World of Their Own has a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know.
That's pretty vague.
And from like, if the tongue comes from the inside of the top of the umbrella.
Yeah.
So like, I'm imagining that's like, I imagine the inside of the umbrella is like a mouth almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
The ultimate French kiss.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
I'm
down for this. This sounds awesome.
Yes, I'm going to say that probably when it says A World of Their Own, I'm going to imagine that it just kind of closes in on them, like, entirely, and you two are just kind of stuck together.
Yeah, I'm imagining it more like a cocoon, like it stretches and like grabs you both, and then just a pleasure pit.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm.
So would you treat yours with care, or would you like be like, nah, I want you to attack me now and then, and you'd be like, nah, treat it rough?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't really use umbrellas at all, so mine would be neglected so much.
Well, I mean,
because I don't use umbrellas at all.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people use umbrellas for the most part. I think only like, I haven't seen someone with like a legit umbrella unless it's literally on the rainiest days. Like, no one carries umbrellas with them constantly. So I feel a lot of people's umbrellas are gonna be neglected.
Mm-hmm. At least over here, in the good old United States.
Or I would imagine like Japan. Japan literally has umbrella culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine they would take care of all their umbrellas.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm also looking at it. The umbrella has an eye on it. Now, is the umbrella alive, or is the girl underneath the umbrella alive?
I think, okay, what I'm thinking is the umbrella is alive, but because of the demonic energy, has manifested the girl underneath.
So the girl underneath is just, you would say, like an extension of the umbrella
yes.
now?
100%, yes.
Okay. Now, say you needed to use an umbrella. Do you pick her up and carry her around for it, or like?
I think with an umbrella, okay, so
it looks like her legs are tied.
Yeah, when it becomes a Karakasa Obake, I want to say you would just walk side by side with her, because that thing is big. So I think that's big enough for two people. Although if you wanted to be like huge Chad energy, you would just carry her as well.
Exactly. Literally just put her on your shoulder and be like, all right, time to go to the grocery store.
Or even like a princess carry as well.
Just have her all in front of her.
Or there was one fan art that I saw scrolling through this where a guy's just like piggyback riding, like he's giving her a piggyback ride.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the disposition for this is devoted and lonesome.
Yes.
Oh, that kind of makes me sad.
Well, yeah, because of the whole thing of like, yeah, people don't use umbrellas or mistreat them, then yeah, they're gonna be lonesome.
Like, I almost feel like when when you open it, they wake up. Like, I imagine when they're closed, they're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And when you open up the umbrella to use them, then they're awake.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I imagine it.
Gotcha. But then, of course, there is the there is the time where they feel too neglected. They'll probably just
open wake up themselves, and go for you.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, all I'm saying is big tongues, big fan.
Yeah, no, I can definitely agree with that.
It literally is just literally like, I need to take a bath. Here we go, tongue bath. It's perfect.
Yeah, you're staying dry while getting clean at the same time.
It's perfect.
Well, I wouldn't say. Well, you're staying dry from the rain, I should say. You're getting wet from some other things.
Yum, 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 yum.
Mm,
Yeah.
But
Man, my
overall,
umbrella's not doing so well. I'm wet. I'm still wet. I don't get it.
that'd be a weird one to explain to people.
Oh my god. Hey, do you want to share an umbrella? Sure. Just close it on him.
Mm-hmm. Then it becomes a threesome, and
Oh.
then you'll have to go into a long explanation about that.
No, could you imagine just lending, like, oh, can I borrow your umbrella? Yeah, sure. And then they see this, they're like, what the fuck? And then it closes on them. Ah!
Oh man.
They open up. I'm like, hey, do you like the umbrella? She's like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is you both both sides of the equation can enjoy this. Both guys and girls could definitely enjoy this one.
Now, if you go to the store, can you buy these on the wall?
Probably.
Because these
yeah.
are normal umbrellas that become this. So if you buy,
Yeah.
I'm guessing at this point, at one point, you owned a normal umbrella that became this.
Yes, more than likely.
So I feel like a lot of people would be screwed. You know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, because like, hey, I'm dating a snake girl over here, and then all of a sudden your
Oh.
umbrella is like, oh,
Comes to life
Uh-oh.
and now wants snoo.
now what's this? Is your boss or wife gonna be like, that's not okay, or is she like, yeah, I'm done?
That depends on the individual relationship. That is on a case-to-case basis. Whatever you and your loving monster girl have set up for that is on you two.
That is on you too. I personally am a big fan of this. Now, there's no real brothel for this. There really isn't.
Yeah, no, you can't really do a brothel for this kind of situation, unfortunately.
All I'm imagining is like a story of like a used store, and then there's just a bunch of sad umbrella girls, and I'm like, oh no.
And then just one day when it's dark and rainy, you just see all those umbrellas start twitching. It's like, oh no.
Oh god, they're on a rampage. They start running out the store.
Because basically, what's it?
Yeah.
Basically on rainy days is when they get into heat, is basically
Yes.
what I'm getting from this. So
Yes.
So you best be ready to go outside or something during
If
rainy
it's
days.
rainy or anything, you have to take your umbrella for a walk, or else you're getting wet one way or another.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Personally, downside. Obviously,
Uh-huh.
one, if you just wanted a fucking umbrella. Like, say you didn't even want this, and you just wanted an umbrella, and all of a sudden you're like, damn it, not again.
And
How
now
does this
you
keep
just
happening?
you just have this now umbrella that wants to have sex with you a lot.
How does this keep happening? I just wanted an umbrella.
Nope. Not anymore, you don't.
What do you mean not anymore? I definitely do.
Trying to think. One thing I do like about at least the original picture aesthetic is the very how do I phrase this? The very cultural aspect of this look. It's very traditional.
Well,
That's the
yeah,
word.
yeah.
Traditional.
I would imagine. Well, here's the thing. I would imagine in Japan it looks like this.
Yes.
I would imagine in America it looks different.
Yeah. Though it's like she's only wearing one thing of clothing and that's it. That's a plus. That's a nice plus.
She's ready with that big tongue. She's always
She
ready.
is good.
Okay, so that makes me ask, what is your opinion of like the wife preparing breakfast or something with just an apron?
Yes.
Yes.
Naked apron, that's always top tier. What are you talking about?
I know. Hey. It's always top tier. I thought I'd
Yeah.
just ask.
Yeah, it's always top tier. That's all you need to that's it. That's the end of
yeah.
the discussion.
Basically, that's basically what this is, but it's just an umbrella and one cloth that's just covering the front. The
Yep.
backside is free to go.
Pretty much.
So go ham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think the tips of the umbrella are sensitive? Like on the
Yes.
outside.
Yeah,
All new meaning to rim job.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you gotta follow the sides.
Well, yeah, I know you gotta follow the sides, but I think the very tippity top of it would be considered the rim job part.
Do you think?
Yeah.
To open the umbrella,
Yeah.
you have to fondle it.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Yeah. Oh, time to go on the walk, and you just start fucking the umbrella, and it's like, you're ready to go.
You just, what's it? The umbrella's closed, and then you just, like, put your hand around it and just start just basically in a jerk-off motion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's certainly one way to wake it up.
So would you specifically leave it, like, if you were aware of your umbrella, would you leave it alone and get the more attacking, or would you go for the carrying one?
I would try to care for it as best as I can. But at the same time, I think I would only use it on rainy days, and that's it.
And then it'll be like, no. How needy? Here's the other thing. How needy do you think these things are? Because like if it's like once a month and they're like, you haven't used me in a month, and then it's like because it hasn't rained at all, and then then snoo occurs. Then you're like, okay, well then that makes sense. But if it's like once every like 2-3 days, it's not raining, and I'm like, I know it's only been 2 days. I don't know like the level of neediness.
Well, the way I'm seeing it from what we read is that they want to take care of their master. So I think there is as long as there is a sense of needing to care for you, then they'll want to go for it. But if there is no real sense of you needing to be cared for, except for getting rid of the elements, or in the more extreme cases, as was described earlier, swords and magic, then I think you'll be fine. Like, you won't have to do this on a constant basis. It would just be like, I would say at most once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Listen, boys and girls,
Yeah.
if you're in a fight with a bunch of swords and guns, and you bring an umbrella that just wants to fuck you, I think you're in a losing fight. I think you're gonna lose.
Yeah, probably. This is a strong defense. This is not. You cannot attack with this at all.
I just have to hold out until reinforcements get here. Time to fuck my umbrella wife for about 10 hours.
Yep, pretty much.
I think we can give our final ratings.
Yes. Okay. As much as I like the aesthetic, and as most people probably know by this point, I am a slave to the aesthetic. I'm going to rate this a 4, probably.
You went down significantly.
I went down.
Why?
Because it's like, as much as the girl underneath is cute, because it's mostly because I don't use umbrellas at all, and even though that would probably be like causing it to attack me constantly because of that, it's just I don't see any real purpose to this besides, like, unless you live in like a very stormy place, then this is very geographically dependent for people. In my location, I wouldn't need an umbrella. Like, I have multiple jackets. I have hoods. I have hats. I have a lot of things to protect me from the elements. I don't need an umbrella. And there is no such thing as a store in walking distance from me.
I see.
So, this thing is, as much as it looks cool, this is practically worthless.
So for me, I was gonna give this a 7, but then
Okay.
but here's the thing: I was gonna give it a 7, but then I just didn't want to like. If this was real, I wouldn't want the fucking girl to be sad that I'm not using her all the time because, one, when it's raining and I'm not going out a lot, I
Uh-huh.
won't use it a lot. You know, there's no reason
Yeah.
to use it. So I feel like the concept of the tongue, the closing, the cocoon, the flesh cocoon, and the just the pleasure of it all, and then the mentality of her. I would give this. I think I'm giving it a 6. I would give it a 7.
Okay.
But I don't like. Me personally, I don't use umbrellas a lot, so I just feel bad that I'm not using it. I'd be like, no.
Yes. I feel like a lot of our European and Asian viewers would feel much differently about this. But hey, that is for all of you to decide and to tell in the comments below.
What would you rate an umbrella girl?
And what type of umbrella? There's no real types of umbrellas.
Yeah, I was gonna
except
say.
for
I
the
was thinking
traditional.
about that. There's no
Except-
type. Maybe color.
Yeah, color, I guess. But then there's really just the traditional and modern umbrellas, and that's it. But either way,
Automatic umbrellas. The ones you press
Yeah.
and it just choop choop.
I guess so. But nonetheless, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more episodes like this, feel free to subscribe. And if you want updates on the show, follow us on the Twitter and be sure to check out the amazing artist who did the thumbnail.
Whoever
for this
did this
episode.
one, whoever does this one's gonna have a blast.
Oh, heck yeah, they are.
Well, thank you so
But-
much for listening. Your time is most valuable thing you give us. See you in the
Yep.
next episode.
Yep, see ya.
Bye.